The Quack Quiz, proudly brought to you by Discam, pharmacists who care.
Breast cancer is the most common cancer affecting South African women, with around 1 in 33 getting the dreaded diagnosis. Most people know that finding a lump in your breast or surrounding area can be a sign of breast cancer, but there are a number of other symptoms to look out for too. We've got Zoleka Mandela in the hot seat talking about breast cancer. How did you discover your breast cancer, Zoleka?
Well, unfortunately, my breast cancer diagnosis came 9 months after I lost my son. And at the time, I thought the medication I was given to dry up my milk had caused the lump. And the lump then became 2 lumps. And then my entire left breast felt completely different from my right breast. And then it was the whole hoping I'd wake up one day and it would disappear. But
so how long after that did you actually have the diagnosis made?
It took a couple of months, I think longer than it should have. And then when I did eventually get the diagnosis, it took another 3 months.
Wow.
Quite afraid of what that meant, and it took another 3 months for me to finally agree to treatment.
It's amazing how strong that denial is. Hey?
Yeah.
I don't want it, I don't believe it, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Sure. And how's your lifestyle changed since?
I am officially cancer-free now.
Yes,
so,
brilliant.
I am living testament that early detection does save lives. Wow. And that there's life after cancer.
Say that again. Early detection?
Early detection saves lives.
Yes. That's brilliant. Well, Zoleka, we've got 10 questions for you on breast cancer. Okay. You've got the same 10 test questions around that, so do that on your Quack Quiz app right now. Here it is, 1 to 10. First question as follows. Okay. I hope you score 100% for this, and you should. Fingers crossed. What percentage of women will discover a lump at some point in their lives? 10% or 40%?
I will go with 40.
You're so right, 40%. and most lumps, I mean, most women will discover a lump, but it's what you do after you discover that lump that really makes a difference between life or death, as you figured out.
Yeah.
When is the best time to do a self-breast exam? Mid-cycle or 3 to 5 days after the start of your period?
I know it to be 3 to 5 days after.
Yes, right again. Do you know why?
No.
Because your breasts, in fact, this is true, 3 to 5 days after the start of your period, your breasts are not as tender and lumpy or swollen at that time in your monthly cycle. So it's the best time to check. The greatest risk of breast cancer occurs at what age, Zoleka? 30 to 49 or 50 years and over?
30 to 49.
It's actually 50 years and over, so you are a bit of an exception.
Yeah.
Although important to have that tested all the time.
Absolutely.
What percentage of those with breast cancer have a family history of the disease? This is an important question. 20 to 30% or 70 to 80% with a family history?
70 to 80?
It's actually 20 to 30. It was a trick question. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why it's so important to kind of mention that, because family history can be a risk factor, but it's certainly not the only one.
The only factor, okay.
Yeah. Most people think, I've got no breast cancer in my family, so I'm fine. No, only 20 to 30%. Okay. If you find a lump in your breast, Zoleka, what should you do in hindsight? Apply ice packs to reduce the swelling, or after calming down, call your doctor?
Well, you don't wait a couple of months and hope it disappears. I think you call your doctor and have it checked out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In fact, let me reiterate that. After calming down and calling your doctor, the thing is, don't panic. 80% of breast lumps are not cancerous. 80%. Lumps often turn out to be harmless cysts or tissue changes related to your menstrual cycle. But you should let your doctor know right away, as Zoleka said, if you find anything unusual in your breast. If it is cancer, the earlier it's found, the better. If it isn't, testing can give you peace of mind. Cool. How much does smoking increase your risk of breast cancer? 60% or 20%?
I used to be a smoker. I think I'll go with 60.
I think you're right. I'm so glad to say you used to be a smoker.
Yeah.
Good job. Which of these may improve a breast cancer prognosis? Omega-3s or magnesium? That's like, how would I know that, Michael? Omega-3s.
Omega-3s.
Yes! Yeah, there was whispering, I know, but... yeah, and amazing. There was a study that showed that the consumption of omega-3s from fish inhibits the growth of breast cancer cells and reduces the progression of breast tumors, which is fantastic. So, more omega-3s.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll
Guess what, you're going to go and get that on your way out.
Yeah.
8th question. Which of these habits increases the risk of breast cancer? Sleeping less than 5 hours a night or regularly drinking alcohol?
I will go with the last one, being a recovering addict.
Yes, you're so right. Regularly drinking alcohol. In fact, alcohol increases the levels of estrogen and hormones that are associated with breast cancer. Moms of teen girls, this is a crazy one, should be spreading which of these onto school samis to reduce their daughter's breast cancer risk? Peanut butter or Bovril? What a weird question.
I don't know. Peanut butter or
What do you
Bovril?
prefer?
Peanut butter.
So do I, and peanut butter was the right answer.
That's the right one.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you believe it, eh? Crazy study. Final question. So far you've got, I think, 7 out of 9. So this is for 80%.
Okay, great.
Madam
Great,
Mandela,
great.
which of these may help safeguard mothers against breast cancer? Breastfeeding or co-sleeping?
Breastfeeding.
You said that without even blinking. You sure you answer?
No,
This is for 80%. This is for the car.
I am positive it's breastfeeding.
You are so right. Yeah, studies have found that breastfeeding for more than 6 months may safeguard non-smoking mothers against breast cancer. However, it kind of is ruled out if you are a smoking mom. Well done, 80%.
Yay!
Zoleka, you
Thank
rock.
you.
Thank you, and thanks again for being on the show and for being such an inspiration.
Thank
It's
you.
great to
Such
see
an
that
honor.
smile.
I'm so happy to be here.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Knowing the signs and symptoms of breast cancer and how to check your breast is very important for the early detection and survival of the disease. In fact, research shows that women who see their doctor within 3 months of first noticing a breast cancer symptom are more likely to be alive after 5 years than those who delayed seeing their doctor by a few more months. It's time now to quiz our own doctors. If you want to ask any question you like on the Hello Doctor app, they're there waiting to answer those questions.
The Quack Quiz, proudly brought to you by Discam, pharmacists who care.